Hey there, this is something I wanted to point out today regarding the whole altcoin season and how it unfolds. You know, we've seen this chart many times. Phase 1, Phase 2, Phase 3, Phase 4. If you're a type of person that thinks sequentially, you're thinking Bitcoin phase, then it ends. Ethereum, then it ends. Altcoin season, then it ends. Not exactly. These can all overlap. As a matter of fact, they can all go in parallel. So let me make a point here. We want Bitcoin to move first, which it's done. We want Ethereum to then move, but they can move simultaneously. The point is that Ethereum outmoves Bitcoin. And let me show you how it's playing out in the real world. Disclaimer, big dumb animal here. Don't copy me. Entertainment only, not financial advice. Always do your own research. This is Bitcoin on a weekly chart. Okay, this goes back. Here's 2025. This is 2024 right here. Down around 50,000. Then it went up to 120,000. So during that time frame, let's just say that, it's over 100% gain. That's fantastic. It's running up. People are making money in Bitcoin. People look at Bitcoin as a store of value. They look at it as the most secure. That's the one that they want to put their money in to hedge against inflation. People are talking about using it for a long time store of value. And then you've got number 2 in market cap, which is Ethereum, which has been around more than anything, and not so many things are built upon it. It is just the backbone of so much regarding crypto. So it moves from Bitcoin to crypto. But let's just look, because this is what's playing out right now. Let's look at the last, this is weekly, 1, 2, 3 bars. How much did it go up, Bitcoin, in the last 3 weeks? I'm recording this on Sunday, by the way. 9.35%. Let's just call that 10% in 3 weeks. All right, let's go to Ethereum. Here's Ethereum. Last 3 weeks, 1, 2, 3 bars. How much did that go up in the last 3 weeks? It went up 50%. So there you go. Bitcoin people are happy. They're making gains. But then they're looking over their shoulder, and Ethereum people are making much larger gains. Yes, it's gone sideways. But if you just go back to, for example, April, when it bottomed out at like 1,400, I mean, that is a huge 150% gain in a short period of time. So in real time, you're seeing people essentially say, well, maybe I should move some money and chase larger gains. If I don't want to get too crazy, I'm going to move right to Ethereum. That's probably the safest bet. Once they move to Ethereum, and they look over their shoulder and they start seeing altcoins move like they're starting to move. XLM, XRP, HBAR. There's a handful that are moving really nicely lately. The Ethereum people are going to look over there and say, well, it wouldn't be that hard to just throw a little money over there because they're getting even bigger gains. So that's how this is playing out. These things are happening in unison. Hedera. I know I look at Hedera a lot, but in the last 3 weeks, what did Hedera do? Actually went up to 30 cents the other day. It's like 25%. And then if you go back to the April time frame, oh gosh, this was just June when it had bottomed out and it's been on a tear. That's 120%. Okay, so we're starting to see all Bitcoin up 10%. Ethereum, what was that? Up like 50%. Hedera up 25%. Just starting with the last 3 weeks. But they've had substantial gains in the last couple months. All of these phases are overlapping. Here's the reason I wanted to point that out. Because as we go down through these phases, Bitcoin can continue to go up. It's just going to be less of a percentage gain. Ethereum can continue to go up. Just less of a percentage. And then the altcoins. Now, if we look at Ethereum, I put out a video on Sunday regarding people's projections on Ethereum. I put them onto this chart of Ethereum as to where these projections are showing that it could potentially go. Let's look at Ethereum in the last run-up. So this is 2021 and 2022. Okay, Ethereum shot up. I put in these arrows. You'll see why in a second. Hit a peak, hit a peak, hit a peak. Then it started going down, had another run-up, and then it was down for good. So we might look at, again, from Ethereum to altcoins and say, well, Ethereum's going to run and then stop and come down, and then altcoins will run. Well, hold on. 2 large cap, very popular cryptos from the last bull run during this time frame, ADA and Solana, whatever. Here, these are the same 4 arrows. That is the Solana chart, actually. Down here, this red line, that's the Ethereum chart. I put one on top of the other, and I just used a line graph to give you an idea. But see that right there, that peak, that peak, that peak, and that peak. Those are the 4 peaks of Ethereum, which are right here. 1, 2, 3, 4. How did they line up with Solana? Holy cow. They lined up perfectly. When Ethereum did its first peak, so did Solana. When Ethereum did its second peak, so did Solana. Third peak, fourth peak. What is my point? My point is we need to watch Ethereum. And as Ethereum moves, so will some of these cryptos. Some cryptos will run before Ethereum. Some will run simultaneous, and some might run after. But if you're thinking we want Ethereum to go up and then down, and when it gets down here, that means that everything's in altcoins and altcoins are running. Well, no. If you had done that, this is a chart of Solana. This was Ethereum on the downtrend. Remember, it went from this arrow to down, a little bump, and then tanked. These are the last 2 arrows on Solana, the last 2 arrows, 1, 2. If you had waited for Ethereum to get down, you would have bottomed out on Solana. But you would have ridden Solana all the way up and then all the way back down. Let's look at ADA as another example. ADA here, 2021 to 2022. If I move it a little bit, you'll see that you can just see the points. ADA is the bar. Ethereum again is the blue. Let's just try to move it out of the way a little bit. There you go. So there's a peak, there's a peak, there's a peak, there's a peak. And we look at the Ethereum peaks here in blue. 1, 2, 3, 4. There they are. So the first Ethereum peak, which is that one, and then that one, because they were close to each other, then the third and the fourth. By the time you got to the fourth, it's too late. You're on the downtrend. So that was this one and this one. So look how ADA had run all the way up here on the first Ethereum peak. On the second one, it had a nice run up. On the third one, which was Ethereum's highest peak, ADA was already, here's the third one, already on the downtrend. And then by the time I got to the fourth peak, it was way down. So again, you would have ridden ADA started to go down before Ethereum had started to go down. So again, my point is this. 2 things. You're not waiting for something to end. Bitcoin's going to keep going up. It's going up today. I think it's around 120,000 here on Sunday. Ethereum's moving up. Ethereum's like 3,800. It's still moving up. And then you're looking at altcoins. We're looking at altcoins right now, like Hedera and others that are moving up right now. So, to me, this is going to be one of the most important charts we're going to look at this entire cycle. And it's what is Ethereum doing? If Ethereum were to bounce and tank, and the volume came down, and all the signals were showing that it's over for Ethereum, then it's probably over for alts. So we want to watch and see what Ethereum does. That's it for now. Again, things don't have to move sequentially. They can move in parallel. And as far as I can see, we need to keep our eyes on Ethereum more than anything else when we're deciding when to start exiting out of other coins. Have a good day. Did you know you can buy crypto in a tax-advantaged IRA with iTrust Capital? Free setup, $100 bonus with this QR code or the link in the description. I've used them for nearly 4 years. Love how I break things down? Then hop into my crypto school. You'll get step-by-step courses on everything. Buying, selling, staking for yield, borrowing, lending, even going fully debanked. Plus, join lively crypto chats and catch my daily market updates.